Hey YouTube, Siam here on a walk with Pips and Coco. Coco always follows wherever we go. So I haven't really got much to say today other than a little nugget which I've learned recently from Elon Musk. You know, Elon and I were good mates. We chat, never. He never responds to my tweets. So I watch a lot of Elon videos because he's cool, and not just because I want to keep up to date with what he's doing, but whenever you're watching videos of people that you like, you know, billionaires, whatever, try and learn the underlying reasons why they're trying to do stuff. So I always try and see through, or like with anyone, see what the agenda is. Elon was talking about his new rocket, because we all know that he wants to go to Mars. He wants to put 1 million people on Mars, and yeah, he basically wants us to be a multi-planetary species, which I think is freaking awesome. Like, he's doing, yeah, anyway, he's my god. Praise Elon. Obviously, with the current tech he has, we can't really get there. No, yeah, so that's really tight. Hey. We can't get to Mars with current technology. So what he's doing right now is he's created a new rocket called the BFR, the Big Falcon rocket. Yes, the big fucking rocket. And once he builds that, all of a sudden he's then gone, oh, okay, so we've got this big rocket, BFR, which can go to Mars and back, etc., within 3 or 4 months, which is just a massive improvement. And then he's like, oh, we've actually got a residual capability here. We can actually send people, we can do intra-planetary transport via rockets. So you can fly from London to Sydney in 30 to 40 minutes, or New York to Sydney in 45 minutes or so. So basically anywhere in the planet in under 45 minutes, and all for the price of a business class ticket. Of a normal aeroplane ticket. So it's going to really hammer long-haul airlines, I guess, if he pulls it off, and I think he will. Peter Thiel, billionaire, said never bet against Elon. Anyway, so here's the point of this video. It's all about residual capabilities. The residual capability that Elon's had is that once he gets he basically builds this thing so he can get his big goal. That thing enables him to do loads of other stuff, which is, like, I guess, the extreme end of this residual capability thing. So for me personally, I've actually already done this in my own tiny mini way. So I run a few businesses, and one of the things, I guess one of the sad things you have to do when growing businesses is that you've got to do marketing. Whether you like selling or not, I don't particularly like selling. I think it's a very British thing that I don't like it. Some people love it. I don't, which is weird because I really believe in the stuff that I do sell, because it helps. So I've got pretty good at online marketing. Just when I was a micro one-man band business owner years ago, etc. And when you're doing online marketing, you're creating all sorts of funnels, landing pages, sales pages, thank you pages, blah, blah, blah. And I was just building so many freaking web pages, and I can barely draw a stick man without it looking weird. I'm not the best web designer or web developer. So I was like, I really need an in-house web dev / designer / graphic designer. In the UK, yes, you can do global arbitrage and get someone in the Philippines, you know, or somewhere dirt cheap. But I wanted someone in-house so I could also teach and grow their skills, and so they know digital marketing and funnel building, etc. I needed someone in the office. So in the UK, you really can't get a good one for less than £2 grand a month. So that was actually one of my first hires. I got Dan, who's my web guy, web dev, web designer, he's graphic designer. Like he's awesome. He's one of our A team members. Don't get jealous, Matty. Matty's another A player. So I tell him.
Matty is the best. I love his videos so much. He deserves double pay.
Yeah, and so I got him on. So he started doing all of our stuff. But the thing is, when most of the time, especially when you're building a team, is that obviously it depends on the role. They're not going to be working, or you're probably not going to be filling 40 hours a week of their time. And that's what we found with Dan originally. So he was probably spending 20 hours a week doing my shit, and then he was, I guess, looking busy for another 20 hours a week. That was a residual capability. I had this cool web genius, and all of a sudden I had spare capacity. So what did I do? I started pimping him out. So we started, oh, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? We started getting extra web jobs, etc. That also sounds a bit bad. I need to purge my mind. So we started getting other web jobs, etc. And by doing so, we sort of accidentally created a marketing company. So we basically had capacity to build other websites, and it wasn't long before, you know, call it the £2 a month I was giving Dan, we were making at least £2 a month in web jobs, etc. And so yeah, that's one really mini example of getting, you know, wanting or desiring something and then getting residual income, residual capability from it. And then since then I've grown up, so I've got Matty, got a full-time in-house video guy. So Matty, like, I looked at Vimeo the other day. I think we've got 1,700 videos we've made in the last 2 years, which is just nuts. And the amount of video stuff Matty's created for me is just crazy. You go to any video company, it would have cost me tens and tens and tens of thousands of pounds for like one tiny little project. Whereas Matty has been doing stuff for other businesses, and yeah. And then we've just grown and grown. So we've got this cool marketing company, which I can simply parachute into any business that I buy or sell or whatever. Yeah, so for me, that is my residual capability. So if you have a business, try and just spend 5 minutes thinking, what do I really want? Or what do you really want, which if you had, that you could sort of offset the cost. And so yeah, is there residual capability in your like, hell, if you had, I know we're in a big park, if you had some land and it sat there doing bugger diddly all, like, could you put some glamping tents in it and just start, you know, or create a lake and create some fishing? I don't know, there's always something. So I'm waffling on a bit, I hope that helps. This will be on YouTube at some point in 2018. Matty's a bit busy at the moment. See ya.